Imagine being in the line of fire, facing one of the world's most lethal weapons, the AK-47. The sheer power of this firearm, its deadly accuracy, and the speed at which it can unleash a hailstorm of bullets is enough to send chills down anyone's spine. Now imagine you're a member of the Indian military or paramilitary personnel, and your job is to stand against this formidable adversary. Historically, India's armed forces have grappled with a persistent problem: how to protect against the serious threat posed by AK-47 bullets. This issue became especially clear in the early 1990s when Indian troops were sent to deal with insurgency in Jammu and Kashmir. These troops were armed with their courage and Model 1974 fiberglass helmets. These helmets, despite their sturdy appearance, were ill-equipped to defend against the relentless onslaught of bullets and splinters from enemy fire. The Model 1974 fiberglass helmets, though strong and resilient in appearance, failed to provide the necessary protection against the AK-47's devastating rounds. The helmets were unable to reduce the impact of bullet hits adequately, and in some instances they even posed a threat to nearby soldiers due to bullet rebound. It was a dire situation that called for an immediate and effective solution. Major General V.K. Datta was then appointed to take up this challenge. He spearheaded the creation of the bulletproof Patka helmet, a design that is still in use today for counterinsurgency operations. This helmet, made from a circular sheet of armored steel wrapped in canvas, was designed to protect against bullets. However, the bulletproof Patka helmet was not without its flaws. While it did provide some level of protection, it often failed to reduce the impact of bullet hits sufficiently. Furthermore, it posed the risk of harming nearby soldiers due to rebound. The need for advanced protective gear became glaringly apparent, leading to the creation of the bulletproof Patka helmet. However, the journey to find a truly effective solution to shield military and paramilitary personnel against the deadly AK-47 rounds was far from over. Major General V.K. Datta was tasked with a critical mission: to create a helmet that could withstand the onslaught of AK-47 bullets. In response to this daunting challenge, the bulletproof Patka helmet was born. This helmet, a circular sheet of armored steel wrapped in canvas, was designed with one purpose in mind: to shield the wearer from the deadly rounds of an AK-47. However, as with any innovative solution, the bulletproof Patka helmet had its share of shortcomings. Despite its robust design, it often failed to reduce the impact of bullet hits. Imagine a stone tossed into a pond. The initial splash might be absorbed by the water, but the ripples continue to spread, causing a chain reaction. Similarly, even if the helmet did stop the bullet, the kinetic energy had to go somewhere, often resulting in severe concussions or worse. Another significant issue was the risk it posed to nearby soldiers. When a bullet struck the helmet, it didn't simply stop, it ricocheted. This rebound could potentially harm nearby comrades, turning a protective measure into an inadvertent threat. It was a bit like playing pinball with a bullet, only the stakes were infinitely higher. Despite these challenges, the bulletproof Patka helmet was not without its merits. It represented a step forward, a tangible attempt to address a pressing issue. It was a symbol of resilience and determination, a testament to the unwavering commitment to protect those who protect us. Nevertheless, it was clear that the bulletproof Patka helmet was merely a stopgap, a temporary solution to a persistent problem. It was a step forward, yes, but it was not enough. The quest for superior protective gear was far from over. The need for a helmet that could not only withstand the deadly rounds of an AK-47, but also mitigate the impact of a hit and eliminate the risk of rebound was more pressing than ever. Despite its shortcomings, the bulletproof Patka helmet was a step forward in the quest for superior protective gear. India's history has been marked by numerous security incidents, each one highlighting the urgent need for superior protective gear. There have been times when the nation's defenders have stood face to face with threats armed with nothing more than their courage and standard issue weapons, often inadequate against the firepower of the AK-47. The infamous 26/11 Mumbai attacks serve as a stark reminder of this reality. The city's heart was ripped apart by grenades and AK-47 assault rifles, leaving security forces to respond with their standard issue weapons, including 9mm pistols, self-loading rifles, and AK-47s. The uneven match resulted in tremendous losses and a city in mourning. Fast forward to September 2016, the Uri attacks added another dark chapter to India's history. The assault, carried out in the border town of Uri on the Indian side of Kashmir, bore the signature tactics of the Pakistani militant group Jaish-e-Mohammed. The weapons recovered from the 4 attackers included grenade launchers and, you guessed it, Alaska. 47 rifles. Once again, the protective gear of the Indian forces proved to be insufficient against such high-risk threats. Then in October of 2023, a police camp in Imphal was targeted by nearly 700 armed individuals, looting advanced weapons, most of which were AK-47s. The incident served as a chilling reminder of the desperate need for advanced protective gear. In each of these incidents, the Indian Army, Para-SF, and Homeland Security forces found themselves up against a formidable adversary, the AK-47. The helmets, initially designed to combat the 9mm threat, were ill-suited to handle the more potent AK-47 rounds. The need for superior protective gear was not a matter of choice, but a matter of survival. These incidents underscored a glaring reality. The Indian Army, Para-SF, and Homeland Security forces were operating with inadequate protection against growing threats. It was clear that the time had come for a change, a shift towards advanced protective gear that could stand up to the relentless power of the AK-47. In the face of growing threats, the Indian Army took decisive action, issuing a request for information for advanced ballistic helmets. This marked a turning point in India's quest for superior protective gear. In response to the persistent menace of AK-47 rounds, just 6 years prior, the Indian Army had placed an order for 158,000 ballistic helmets from MKU Limited. This was the largest order in 2 decades, signaling a significant step forward in bolstering the defense capabilities of India's forces. Delivered around 2020, these helmets were designed to provide protection against 9mm handgun rounds. However, the battlefield is an ever-evolving arena, and the enemy's choice of weapon had shifted from handguns to the more potent AK-47. The new helmets, while a marked improvement, proved to be inadequate against the superior firepower of these assault rifles. In response, an interim solution was proposed in the form of a modular ceramic plate. Designed to complement the MKU helmets, these plates were meant to provide an additional layer of protection against AK-47 rounds. However, while this solution offered some degree of enhanced protection, it was far from perfect. The plates added considerable weight to the helmets, compromising the mobility and comfort of the soldiers. Additionally, the ceramic material was not as durable as needed, often shattering upon impact and failing to reduce the kinetic energy of the bullet effectively. Thus, the quest for a more advanced and effective solution continued. The Indian Army sought proposals from defense solution providers capable of supplying helmets that met stringent criteria. The new helmets needed to offer protection against 62 of 39mm MSC bullets from 10 meters, boast a lightweight design, produce minimal backface signature, and be compatible with various accessories. The pursuit for advanced protective gear continued with a heightened focus on leveraging technology and innovation. The challenge was clear: to develop a helmet that would not only withstand the impact of AK-47 rounds, but also ensure the safety and effectiveness of India's brave soldiers in the battlefield. The quest for advanced protective gear continued with an increased focus on technology and innovation. While the Indian Army was seeking solutions, MKU had already embarked on a 5-year journey to develop the technologies required to protect against AK-47 bullets. This was not a mission taken lightly. With a deep understanding of the challenges at hand, MKU was committed to delivering a solution that would not only meet, but exceed the stringent criteria outlined in the request for information. MKU's research and development team, made up of some of the industry's brightest minds, threw themselves into the task. They knew the stakes were high and the expectations even higher. The helmets they were developing had to provide protection against the formidable 7.62 SA-39mm mild steel core bullets, a standard round for the AK-47 from a distance of just 10 meters. But protection wasn't the only factor. The helmets also had to be lightweight and designed to minimize backface signature, a measure of the trauma that can be caused even when a helmet stops a bullet. The team's dedication to the task was unwavering. They spent countless hours in the lab, testing and retesting materials, designs, and technologies. They understood that every detail mattered, from the helmet's weight to its compatibility with various accessories. The end goal was always clear: to develop a helmet that would provide the best protection possible without compromising on comfort or ease of use. Throughout their journey, MKU remained committed to the cause. They understood that their work was not just about developing a product, it was about saving lives. It was about ensuring that India's military and paramilitary personnel could confidently face the threats of the battlefield, knowing they were protected by the best gear available. The future of protective gear for India's military and paramilitary personnel is bright, thanks to the relentless efforts of companies like MKU. Their work continues to drive the industry forward, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in protective technology. With each new development, they bring us one step closer to a future where our soldiers can face any threat with confidence and security.